Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Hill here with your literacy lesson for Tuesday. So we're continuing our Meerkat Mail. So we're writing a story about going on a journey for all of the children in Key Stage 1. And the context is so that we can appreciate what we've got in our lives. We're going to make sure that we've got capital letters, finger spaces, full stops, exclamation marks, conjunctions. So we're using but and so in this story, apostrophes for possession and apostrophes for omission. Let's move on. So, I'll move myself out of the way. We are going to do our spelling practice to start with. I've got a few different words here for you, which are taken from the Common Exception word list. I've put pyramid writing, and I've also put something different. I've put ABC order, so that you can have a go at writing these words into alphabetical order when you have practiced spelling them. I have a top tip for you. Just be really careful when you're looking at the words fast and father, because the first two letters in both of these words is the same. So in that case, you're going to have to look at the S and the T to put them into alphabetical order. So pause here and have a go at practicing your spellings. Okay, let's move on. So here we are with our story map, and we're going to just have a bit of fun and retell the story together again. So off we go. Sunny lives in the Kalahari Desert. It is very hot and very dry. Sometimes Sunny thinks that it is too hot. Sunny comes from a large family. They work together, they play together, they eat together, they learn together, and they sleep together. In fact, they do everything together. They are very close. Sometimes Sunny thinks that they are too close. Sometimes Sunny wishes that he could live somewhere else. So he packs a suitcase and writes his family a note. On Monday, Sunny visits his Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob's family make him feel very welcome. But Sunny doesn't fit in. On Tuesday, Sunny goes to stay with his cousins, Scratch and Mitch, and the rest of their family. Sunny is getting, now you have to be careful, you need your feet. He's getting itchy feet. Sorry. So he decides to move on. On Wednesday, he arrives at his cousin Edward's house. Sunny is not sure that eggs agree with him. On Thursday, he heads off to stay with his cousins Mildred and Frank. Sunny hates getting wet, so he decides to leave. By Friday, Sunny has reached Madagascar. Sunny is afraid of the dark. He can't think of anything worse. Until on Saturday, he arrives at his great aunt Flo's. Sunny is beginning to worry that nowhere is right for him. But then on Sunday, Sunny arrives somewhere very dry and very hot, where everyone is very close. Can you guess where he is? And it is perfect. He's got himself back home again. Okay, so now we are going to be reflecting on the story. So we're going to have a go at using the Brave Changemaker skill of communication. So I'd like you to have a go at thinking about what your favourite part of the story is and why. So I filled this bit in, so I'm going to tell you my favourite parts, And I've included the conjunction because, so I'd like you to do the same. My favourite part is the end of the story because then he realises how much he loves his family and that he really missed being with them all. I wonder what your favourite parts are. So pause here and have a go at writing down your favourite parts of the story. Okay, now, this is a copy of our values certificate. And we've got a lot of school values at St Mary's. I'm going to read you them. We've got hope, courage, responsibility, respect, trust, truthfulness, compassion, peace, forgiveness, thankfulness, friendship and perseverance. I wonder if you can think about which of these values Sunny shows during the story. So I've modelled one for you to have a go at. He's definitely showing more than one or two of these. So I've got Sunny shows courage because he goes on a journey all on his own. We might put that he shows perseverance because he goes on a very long journey. We might say that he shows thankfulness at the end of the story because he realises just how much he loves his family. Right, let's move on. Now, another brave change maker skill we've been looking at is creative thinking. So I wonder if we can see if Sunny shows that at all during the story. Well, I kind of think he does a little bit because instead of getting cross and having an argument and getting a bit ratty with all his brothers and sisters and his big family, he just decides to go off on an adventure, which is quite an unusual way to solve his problem. I wonder if you can think of any other ways that he shows creative thinking during the story. Okay, so here are your tasks for today. So for Silver, I would like you to have a go at making your own story map to tell the story. So you could use the one that we've been doing where each sentence is in a box and you can see the full stops clearly marked. You'll also be able to see that we have got illustrations that go with each part of the story. And we've got a few keywords, so like Kalahari Desert, Monday, Tuesday, you've got the days of the week there. Or you can have a go at doing this story map where you've got a big S, and that is the journey that the story goes on as it snakes around. And again, you'll notice that you've got some key words and phrases to tell the story. You've got a couple of pictures, but not quite as many. So I gave you both options because I know that sometimes people like to do it a different way. Some people love to do lots of drawings. Other people like to have a few more words in their story map. So it's entirely up to you which way you want to do it. But it would be great if you could then take a photograph of it and post it onto Dojo. Okay, next one. So we've also explored stories in terms of a story mountain, where we've got the introduction, the build-up, the problem, the resolution. If you remember, that word resolution just means how the problem gets solved. It's a bit of a fancy word. And the conclusion. So that's the very end of the story. So what I want you to do is just have a go at orally explaining what each of these parts are. So on the next page, I've shown you, I've got an example. So I think that the introduction is that Sunny lives with his family in the Kalahari Desert. The build-up, he thinks it's getting too hot. Problem is that he really just gets fed up of doing everything with his family. He wants a bit of a break from them all. Now, the way he solves that problem is that he packs his suitcase and he goes to visit different members of his family. And then the conclusion, the very end, is that Sunny ends up back home again and where he realises that everything is actually perfect after all. Okay, and then your platinum task is to take our school values and to reflect on the story and write a sentence to show me which of these values Sunny is demonstrating. So I've got a sentence stem for you to use, which is there for you to see. It says Sunny shows, and you can put whichever value in, and because, and that would be absolutely brilliant. So we are very much looking forward to seeing your work shared on Dojo. Take care.